everyone. My name is Gwendolyn Rogers. I'm a high school English teacher here in the district at 360 High School, and I teach multilingual learners, and I'm here to talk about equity. Equity is about fairness and justice. It is about giving people the resources they need to fully access their opportunities. It is one of the main reasons I wanted to become a teacher. It is also a word that is being thrown around by decision makers at the state and district level that has started to feel like it's lost its meaning. Commissioner Infante-Greene released an op-ed yesterday in the Providence Journal which said that during the pandemic, RIDE has been, quote, supporting differently abled students and multilingual learners to ensure equity and continuous improvement. This could not feel further from the truth. Reading the word equity used in that context makes me realize that it has become little more than a hollow buzzword. While there are many complicated and intersecting factors that make me say that, the most straightforward example is the Ingenuity Virtual Learning Academy that Providence Public Schools have rolled out. I know that a hallmark of good education, especially for multilingual learners, is having a supportive learning community. An online program taught by teachers as touch points with massive rosters and insufficient training, separating students from their school communities does not allow for that. I am also familiar with the types of accommodations that need to be made in order for specific students to fully access the curriculum. To achieve the highly sought after equity takes work in specific services and scaffolds for the students. A prepackaged online curriculum thrown together so haphazardly that its teachers are still confused to this day about basics like how to log in, what the expectation is, does not allow for teachers to instruct appropriately or for students to learn deeply. Since on my best days, I can pass as a comfortable Spanish speaker, I also act as a point person for many of our Spanish-speaking families. Over the course of this summer, and especially the past few weeks, I have spoken with countless students and families, many of whom express deep concern with returning to in-person school. I have heard from a mother whose family, because they are so new to the country, still hasn't been able to get a car, and therefore would be reliant on the bus to get to school. Without yellow school buses for high school students, the mother is understandably uncomfortable with the idea of her daughter taking 2 public buses each way to school during a pandemic. Because her daughter is still working on building many foundational skills in the English language, she also knows that the Virtual Learning Academy is not a sound educational option. As a teacher and advocate for my students, what am I supposed to tell her? There are millions of stories like this from all different teachers. I keep hearing everyone saying the same things. People are wondering what is going on. I could go on for hours. I will not. Welcome. I know your arm hurts. But I need to say, we are living in a time when people are starting to talk more about racial justice. I want to remind everyone here that racial justice is not just about the police. It is about school. It is about us. It is about disrupting a system that is far too comfortable providing communities of color with less than what white communities get. In a district with 90% students of color and 30% multilingual learners, any issue becomes an issue of racial justice.
That's right.
We understand the need to be patient with bumps in the road or COVID flexibility for this uncharted territory, but setting up an entire program that is educationally unsound without community or teacher input is a definite injustice. We ask today, just as we did back in May, that the district and RIDE collaborate with us. Our students and teachers both deserve a quality curriculum that is grounded in connections and relationships, no matter the format. The current Virtual Learning Academy is an entirely unacceptable solution to schooling during this pandemic for so many of our students. I don't want to have to spend the first weeks of school needing to advocate for basic needs at protests or helping students and families navigate constant miscommunications. I want to be able to focus on teaching so that I can best strive for equity in my own classroom. Thank you.